Oh, I thought you were talking about him because I said something about a name, so I was trying to figure out what you were talking about.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, it's okay. I don't see his picture. I can't tell.
I'm just talking about the chat screen. If you open up the chat screen to see all the videos, you'll see his little icon.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh, you mean in Discord?
No, yeah, Discord, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was I thought it was one of those masks for the plague, but I don't think it is. I don't know what that's supposed to be.
He's gonna come rising out of the swamp to start the game.
He's the guy from BioShock, minus the helmet. Because I'm playing as a carton of spilled milk.
True.
I think I like Mark's the best though.
The bird with a knife.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Created that when I was playing Kenku Quills. Or Quills the Kenku. It was my first rogue that I ever built.
Who DM'd that game?
Can't remember.
Here? I'm just wondering how you handled the mimicry stuff.
I tried to play it off as I wrote down words that other people would say around me, and I'd just try and repeat them back to try and get an idea across.
Mm-hmm.
But that turned out to be a pain in everyone's ass, so it turned into yeah, you're speaking, but all of your words are like stitched together from things you've heard other people say.
Yeah, I have a feeling a lot of Kenku characters kind of start out with the best of intentions for communication and then devolve. I kind of imagine it to be kind of like Bumblebee from the first Transformers movie.
Yeah,
with the radio.
I have a feeling that if I was better at like describing my actions of what I was doing, I could pull it off much better.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm not that good.
Yeah, I mean the only thing you could really do aside from what you did was like come into it preloaded with a set of phrases that you use that and just try to make them sound like the same every time, but it is a pain in the ass.
At least on the computer you could record them, pre-record them and just
have a soundboard.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Jim, Matt says he's invited you. I don't know if you saw that.
Yes, I still have a 24-hour ban, though.
Okay, that's fine. I just figured we'd get you set up. Now that
I tried to take it from Jamie, but then I got the message saying I was still banned.
Alright, I think he's almost done. He's picking spells.
Oh no.
Well, he's on the leveling up part, so he has 2 spells to pick. So it's not quite as bad.
What's he playing?
Ooh, it's a secret. If it wasn't a secret, he wouldn't be in game B.
He's a scuba diver.
He's a scuba diver, yeah.
He's an Aarakocra that falls from the sky. We have to pull him out of the swamp by his feet.
That'd be kind of cool.
If he doesn't play a cleric, do we have any healing?
Not really. I mean, we have potions, but that's about it.
Yeah, I can create potions, and I have lay on hands, so I can do some healing, although that's not really my main thing.
I don't get to play my
I think Chris is right.
Sorcerer in the other game, so if he doesn't, maybe Jeremy will let me swap, and then I could try playing it in this game. I could still be a sorcerer. I just realized we've been having a hard time at times with some of the battles. No healing might be bad.
This would be a very good place for shrooms to come swimming in.
It would be.
I think it'd be
No one
funny to
knows
see
how he leaves one game and comes into another. Just got high and wandered off, and now he shows up randomly in other people's games.
I think it would be cool to see shrooms floating down the river amidst like 1,000 rubber duckies in like a rubber ducky race.
Yes. Yes, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I do have cure wounds, so I mean we don't have no healing.
When I normally say like, oh, you don't need to heal in a group to make it work, but I do know the last battle for sure we definitely barely made it through. I think, if I remember correctly. So.
That's because I get dropped instantly.
Uh-huh.
That wasn't great.
Me. Saltmarsh being pre-made, Jeremy doesn't really have much control over what comes, so. So I guess this is being live streamed as we speak. Chris is commenting on it. Hi, Chris.
Yes. Yes, he had some suggestions about a the penguin-based Aarakocra, something like that.
Duck subrace.
Oh, duck. A duck. Yes. Although I'm there for any weird bird Aarakocra subrace. Like give me a penguin or an ostrich.
Hi, Hunter.
Although if I played an ostrich Aarakocra, I would have to ask for, since I can't fly, can I have like a faster running speed because it's a fucking ostrich.
Only fair.
Ooh,
or a
fucking
double
Roadrunner. A Roadrunner Aarakocra.
Roadrunner. Oh, I was just thinking that.
Like
Yeah.
meep.
Wait, are we streaming?
Gotta hit that. Gotta hit that Looney Tunes. The people who remember Looney Tunes, that demographic is super important.
Yes.
Oh, Jamie's trying out something.
And a were-coyote nemesis.
Oh my god. Yep.
There's Chris.
Right,
Hey, Chris.
Hunter, Chris said something, and we're just kind of riffing on it. That would work.
All right, looks like he might be done. Once he comes back over here.
I missed my beard.
What did you just say?
I missed
Was it
my
a
beard.
Beard. Okay.
I thought it was beer too.
Yeah, I missed my
It was
beard.
getting long and hard to trim, but I had to. Now I miss it. Yes, when you have a girlfriend to make it seem like you're not gay.
Yes.
Beard.
She
she's
came in
she's
really
working
handy.
right now. When she comes home, I will feel better. Yes, they are. She's very nice. Doug knows Amanda. She's very nice, isn't she?
Do I know Amanda?
You could have just said yes, man. Now you made it awkward.
Presumably, I've met her. I mean, we're from the same area.
I thought since you were talking about her so affectionately when looking at her pictures, I didn't know you were just a perv.
I was just
thought
looking at
you knew
you.
her.
I was looking at you, Jim.
Oh, okay. I feel better then.
The baby blues, the curls. I said I swoon. It was not your girlfriend. Baby blues, the curls. I said I swoon.
I thought
not
you
your
knew her for some
girlfriend.
reason.
Baby
Oh,
Blue's the
like I
girl
said, very likely I've met her at some point. Just
I
didn't
thought
know that
you
it was
knew her
her.
for some reason.
Baby
Oh,
Blue's the
like I
girl.
said, very likely I've met her at some point. Just
I
didn't
thought
know that
you
it was
knew her
her.
for some reason.
Baby
Oh,
Blue's the
like I
girl.
said,
All right.
very likely.
Well, I guess I'm ready.
No, I'm remixing. I'm remixing, not looping.
You ready? Everyone ready?
I'm ready.
Ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
Jamie, starting the actual stream, or are we just going to keep going with the one you've already
Oh
started?
my god, Hunter is posting so many things so quickly that is popping up in the bottom corner of my screen, and I can't change my name, like what I'm posting comments as, because it pops up and blocks my mouse from clicking on it.
Oh yeah, I have
Honestly,
that problem
Chris
when
and
I'm trying to use
Hunter-
the phone.
Chris and Hunter are why I mute the server when I play games.
Mostly Chris.
I was trying to read general chat today, and I couldn't go to the next channel to catch up because it kept popping up on top of my phone. And I'm like, I can't hit the done button because it won't.
No, Hunter, you can't leave. I made it so you don't pop up anymore.
All right. So I think we are live streaming the thing now. So, little recap. Our little band of heroes from the town of Saltmarsh were hired to go to a abandoned mansion outside of town to look and see if there was any ghosts first and smugglers second. And they dealt with some spiders, and they dealt with some skeletons and a bearded undead alchemist and the smuggling ring that they found. And they went back to town and were sent back out to take out the ship that the smugglers were working from. During this ship taking operation, they found 3 lizard folk that were purchasing weapons from the smugglers. After returning the weapons to the lizard folk and seeing them on their way, they returned to town with the lizard folk sea elf prisoner of the smugglers. Them on their way, they returned to town only to find out that sea elf prisoner of the smugglers had been selling the weapons to the lizard folk who lived a mere 10 miles outside of town, and they had been amassing weapons for some time. So the brave band of whatever group name we decided to give you is sent on a diplomatic mission, we'll say, to find out why the lizard folk are stockpiling weapons and whether or not the town should be concerned about it. After sailing up in their newfound ship, the Dropped Kilt, to the point on the map where they saw the path that led to the lizard folk lair, they docked and set ashore, where they encountered a shambling mound, which did a number on the party. And so they decided to take a long rest in a safe little bay, or a little secluded area on the trail between 2 fast-moving streams to kind of give them a little bit of shelter from whatever else might be out here. We pick up in the early hours of dawn at the camp. Gnolf wakes up feeling ill and with a bad case of laryngitis and any other reason why I'm not going to do a bad Nordic accent for Nate. But he's not
just left the oven on.
But he's not. Yes, he left the oven on back in the boat, and he had to walk back to the boat by himself in the dark at night. But he is definitely not feeling well this morning, as you are gradually beginning to pick up camp. I would like everyone to make a perception roll for me, please. We are starting off right.
Is that including me?
Nope. Do not roll until I tell you to roll.
Aww.
Oh. Yeah.
Remember,
that on-
10 is the
and-
lowest you can roll, so
It said perception, right? Perception.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Okay. So, let's see. Feral. Yeah, so, all right. So, Kahilis and Zor notice in the on the trail in the direction that you had came from, there are 4 figures, and they are approaching you in a crouched, cautious manner, but they are definitely coming up the trail in your direction.
All right, I'm gonna kind of alert everybody to what I see.
And I'll shout out, "Ho there!" to the approaching.
Okay, when you shout out, they stop. You see the one in the front hold its hand up, like in a, military halt, and they stop and they confer amongst themselves for a moment, and then they stop trying to be stealthy. They draw weapons, and they look to be a bit on the defensive, like shields in front, as they approach the group. You see a set of 4 lizard folk.
Do we recognize any of them?
That is a good question. I'm going to roll. All right. So I decided this early. Forgot to roll for them. We'll go for 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 2 of them you do recognize. The 2 on the right, 2 with the gray backgrounds,
Mm-hmm.
we're both on the ship.
And they must recognize us.
Maybe
Don't we all look the same
not.
to them?
You don't know. Actually, this guy would be the one in front. They approach cautiously, but they are conferring amongst themselves. You can't really hear what they're saying because it's hushed, and it's also in the middle of a swamp that is just waking up. So the peepers are really loud right now.
Well, in Draconic, I'm going to say, greetings. Do you come to share our fire?
Friend, he says in common with a question mark.
Possibly, I say in Draconic, because I don't want any misunderstandings.
I say, "Hi, friends."
In Draconic, he calls out, no quarrel with you if you do not draw weapons against us.
Okay, then come sit at the fire. Now I'll point at the fire and say, friends.
They approach. It is the one in the front has like a big wooden shield, and I believe he has, look at this stat block here. What has he got? Chainmail, scale mail, and a shield, a morning star. The shield has spikes on it. The other lizard folk, the 2 that you recognize, are more standard lizard folk outfits. Whatever they don't look as imposing as this guy. And the one in the back with the red background has like feathered headdress kind of thing. Definitely looks like more of a shaman or druid type. And
Good thing Gunolf is sick, because he'd be mad at us right now.
yeah, Gunolf starts throwing up into the fire. Like, I think I have to go back to the ship.
Nice.
He's turned into Shrek.
I'm just gonna just be kind of grinning and waving at the ones I recognize.
Okay.
Hello,
They kind of
friend.
they kind of cock their head at you. Let me see. I'm going to give them each an intelligence check to see. I mean, you're not wrong that most land dwellers look the same, but Zor definitely has a memorable.
How are those weapons working
Bearing.
for you?
Bearing's the word I'm looking for. They
You killed any villagers yet?
they speak to each other again in Draconic. Jim, is Jim the only one who knows Draconic?
I know
So-
Draconic as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
number 2 actually grew up with them or
That's-
something, right?
Well, he had
No,
he had a little trade.
we we cohabited for a while.
Like a field study.
Mhm. Yeah, you see one of them
Just
whisper
coexisted.
to the leader. He says, "These were the ones that give us our weapons on the ship." Ah, perhaps they are not hostile then. They kind of try to say this in hushed-ish tones, but
Hey,
he turns back to you and says, "What brings you into this swamp? It is dangerous for land dwellers. Soft skins."
came to see what the status of your activities were. Some of our people were concerned with all the weapons you were picking up that you might attack us, so we came as emissaries to speak with you.
Does not concern soft skins. You may return home.
Well, you heard it, guys. Let's go.
Well, investigation over.
That was easy.
First captain, now diplomat.
Well, we might want to open diplomatic channels. Perhaps you could take us to speak to your leaders.
Queen Othelkent might be willing to speak with you. Do you bring
We would
gifts
be
for
honored
Her
to do so.
Majesty?
What's that?
Do you bring gifts for Her Majesty?
I'm afraid we don't know your customs, but what would be suitable a gift for your queen?
Weapons and gold.
Perhaps we'll find something to give her then.
Precious metals, jewels. She is a queen.
He's greedy.
She is a queen.
Um,
He kind of says that with like a hint of reverence, like an actual respect, not just like a rolls his eyes. She's a greedy queen,
Right.
He's not like women.
Women, right?
All right, so I will I'll turn and tell everybody, I'll translate what they're saying and stuff, because I feel like we're thinking about otherwise.
The scale shield goes over to the shaman, and they confer, kind of off to the sides a little bit in hushed tones, specifically so that you can't understand what they're saying. And he comes back over to you because you are speaking for the group for the most part. And he says, "We will take you to see Her Majesty.
Thank you.
You will need to leave your weapons at the cave."
I'd repeat that. Does anybody complain?
That sounds like a bad idea.
Maybe
that
two of
point-
us.
At that point, Gnolf like vomits up again. He's like, "Guys, I have to go back to the ship. I can't make it." Oh,
Maybe we should, two of us should take him back to the ship and wait, and two of us should go in and speak to the queen.
he says, "No." Let's see.
Damn it, Nate.
This, and I'll go. No, hold on. This and this. He says, "Mirik and Vutha will take him back to his ship." And as he says these names, the two that you recognize look up like they heard their names. What? And then in Draconic, he says, "Take this one back to their ship. He's ill." They kind of look questioningly. He says, "I'll be fine. These are, they seem trustworthy enough." And they kind of both nod. And so after the breakfast time is over, those three will wander off back to the ship, leaving you with the scale shield and the shaman. They could take you. At Kahilis, you've seen scale shields fight. They're pretty adept at combat. And you've
Yeah,
maybe met one or two of the shamans. They're definitely they're druids. They're nature casters and whatnot.
gotcha. Okay.
And they will accompany you on your way to the cave. Where was that?
So we're just gonna like leave our weapons behind? Is that really what we're
No,
doing?
no. You carry them now, and when you get to the cave entrance, you'll be leaving your weapons before
got
you
it,
go
got it.
wandering around inside the building.
We can also, we don't all have to go in and talk to her if you guys want to stay outside.
Sure.
It's up to you
Remember
guys.
how this is set up.
I'm really doing this by the seat of my pants. I didn't know we'd suddenly get an audience with the queen.
I'm pretty
It's
sure.
also sudden.
It'll be awfully
Oh,
embarrassing for her if she's in the middle of molting or something.
Well, you still got to walk there. So I believe you can see the map again.
Yes.
Right. So the purple circle is where you were camping. And you are heading
Which cave are they taking us to?
this one. That one. Did you see it? Am I on the wrong layer? Okay.
Oh.
So as you travel along the road, the lizard folk are fairly chatty. Just talking about the threats in the swamp. They ask if you had seen anything, and I would assume you tell them about the shambling mound, and they are somewhat impressed that you could take on a shambling mound.
It was easy.
I leave out the part about where I was knocked unconscious.
Yeah, we totally lie. We make it sound
Yeah,
like it was commonplace.
Yeah,
I knew
like we
you.
easily dispatched of it.
Right. The scale shield, if I can find the token again, is going to lead the way. And we're going to say that his name, my random lizard folk name generator here, is Garwurt, which is draconic for axe. And the shaman introduces himself as Thurkir, and he is also known as Chris Pitts.
I was going to say that. Yes.
Yeah.
So now you can speak, Chris.
Yay.
And there is much rejoicing.
He's kind of a laconic draconic.
Oh boy.
And so this is where the two lizard folk would be traveling. Where would the rest of you want to be in relation to those two side by side? If you want to take the lead, you can.
I would trust them to take the lead because they're probably going to know where not to step better than we will.
Okay.
That's my opinion, but
Yeah.
I just kind of dropped everybody in. I don't know if Zor would take the rear or what. Oh, that sounded awful.
Zorg's up there arm in arm with the two of them dancing.
Yep. They're just holding his hand, swinging him back and forth like a child.
Hello, new friends.
All right. I would like everybody to make a nature or survival roll. Nature has a lower DC, but you can only roll once. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Chris? Are you trying to decide which to roll?
What's up, Chris?
Pitts? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, holy shit.
It's a whisper.
Yeah, you're whispering. I gotta look at. I forgot to check your sheet to see if you're.
I changed it and then I changed it back because I didn't want to accidentally send something.
Do that. So that should be. Oops. Put you in the PC folder. Go. And I'm gonna make sure your armor class is correct because it's a
Don't think it is.
a base of 13 plus your dex. So 14 is right. Oh, shield?
Shield, yeah.
So 16. Okay. So we go
Question
to.
is, does he have a big PP?
So we go to custom.
What?
Yeah.
Is that-
Chris always
ours-
forgets to change that.
Yeah, we all have small PPs, so I'm hoping yours is big.
Shield equip. Equipped. Yes. Attention. Use custom AC unequipped armor. Oh yeah, because you took leather armor there. So we unequipped the armor, and now you have a 16. That's funny. You unequipped the armor, and now you have a 16.
That's weird. I didn't intentionally take leather armor. I think
Yeah, just go ahead and add 50 gold to your character sheet and delete the leather armor, and we'll call it good. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and look at those numbers. So Thurkir and Pharaoh notice that you can still hear the peepers, but some of the other, actually no, the you still hear the crickets and buzzing noises and stuff, but some of the other noises in the swamp have stopped. Is it
In a particular direction, or
on this stretch of road here near the intersection? As you get to right about here is when you really start to notice it. And
I say, where is all the nature sound? It is all gone. Should really
talking
pick an
about?
accent.
what I don't have is good. Let's say it. All right, so the noises kind of die down, and Farrell and Thurkir are able to say something just in time, as from the waters of the swamp, 6 bullywugs leap forth, screaming out a combat challenge in a language I don't think any of you understand. I'm gonna look and see. I think it's Aquan.
Oh,
frog legs for dinner. Delicious.
Yeah, they speak bullywug. Screw Aquan. They got their
That's
own
what I
language.
said.
Sam, I was gonna say I speak Aquan. Oh well.
That's what I said.
What? Screw bullywug?
No, frog legs for dinner.
Oh yeah. So they do not seem in the mood to negotiate. They leap forth with the intent to attack. I need to quickly find battle music. Tabletop audio battle. Space battle. No. Medieval battle. Battle of the Amazons.
Rap battle.
Wow, that's... Yeah, rap battle's the one. I like that one.
Yeah, I think that would work out perfectly.
Big rap battles of history.
No, not rap battle.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I
Rat
said.
battle.
Rat.
No, rap battle.
You gotta
Like
put them in a cage and make them fight over some cheese.
Like the
Hunter
the
versus
band rap.
Chris. Rap battle. Go.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, hold on, I forgot.
Roll initiative.
The bullywugs are
Initiative.
spears, and they are half frog, half humanoid.
Oh man.
Oh
that make them.
man! Oh, I'm gonna roll for the scale shield. Probably get his stats out. Okay. All right. So, did everyone roll? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. We'll go descending order. So, Farrell is first.
woohoo! I finally get to use this. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And oh, where was it? Let's see. Rapier? Dagger
Oh,
off
that's a miss.
hand?
That's a miss.
Ah. So that that means I don't get my sneak attack then.
Right. That's not good. All right. This bullywug up in the top
I guess
here.
I still don't get to use it.
is going to move. Let's see. He has a speed of 20, so not great. But he's going to come hopping over to Kahilus and attempt to bite him and spear him with a two-handed spear. So the bite hits armor class 13, which I believe is a miss on Kahilus.
It is. Yep.
Two-handed spear hits AC 21 for 8 piercing. Finds a little seam in between your armor, and the tip kind of pokes in, and it does not feel pleasant. This bullywug is going to move to here and attack the scale shield in the same manner. 15 and an 18. Oh, he is hit by the spear for some damage. Can you see the scale shield's health bar?
No.
No.
I will show that.
There we
Can't
go.
see Chris's either, it looks like.
Yeah, I don't have a health bar either.
Right, because for some reason I lost your HP and AC and all that, so I'll have to fix that. But for now, actually, it doesn't take that long. Save. Oh, it's because I changed your name. When I changed your name, it reset the numbers. I even made the token ring the same color. All right, so that's that bullywug's turn. Thurkir, you are next.
All right. I am going to use acid spray
Okay.
on, I guess, this one right here.
Okay.
Poison spray. That's what it is.
Poison spray. GC 13 con save. He made it. I think you
Yes.
don't take any damage on a save.
No, I don't think you do.
Okay. So that would be. You have a move at all?
I'm gonna move here.
Okay. All right, this one. Gonna move up to you and do the bite and spear attack. AC 5 is definitely a miss. AC 6 is definitely a miss. Wow, the world's worst bullywug. And then the one that Farrell ran up to is going to try to multi-attack Farrell with a bite and a spear. Bite hits AC 16. Farrell, I think that hits you
Yep, just barely.
for 4 damage. And the spear is a miss. The scale shield roars out a challenge in Draconic. He's like, "You fucking frog!" And he Morning Stars him. Let's see, what's his armor class? Misses with the Morning Star, and then he comes up with the spiked shield. Like he swings the Morning Star up, and as it watches it miss him, it kind of jabs the shield right into its gut, hits it for 6 points of damage, which is a pretty solid hit. Are there health bars showing up?
No.
Okay, let me make you be able to see that. Do that. Gotta know which one is the one you want to go for, right? Is the music too loud?
No?
No.
Okay. Well, you haven't been able to hear the music anyway, Chris.
I hear it now.
Oh,
Played around with a couple of things. And yeah.
okay.
Like my audio mixer on the desktop was all messed up.
Got it. All right, Kahilus.
Oh, that was me. I didn't mean to click on that.
Oh, it's okay. I didn't see it. It's your turn.
I'm going to just attack the one directly in front of me with my tridents. 12 probably
12
misses.
is a miss. Yep.
All right, I will. I'm going to stay where I'm at,
Okay.
and that's it.
Yeah, if you move too much, you'd provoke attacks anyway.
Yeah, don't want that.
All right, this bullywug is going to go to here and also attack the scale shield. That's a miss. That's 2 critical misses. Well, that's good news for you. Zor.
Okay, I got a question for you
Yes.
about frenzy. So I can attack with 2 weapons on my turn normally, can't I?
2 weapons? Yes.
So then, what
As a
does
bonus
frenzy?
action in your offhand? What does it say?
It says
Oh, here we go. Make a single melee attack as a bonus action on each of your turns. So instead of doing your offhand attack with no bonus to damage, you can use your main hand weapon again as a bonus action.
Oh, okay. So you get the extra bonus damage. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move
Okay.
over here, trying to get some advantage on this guy,
Yep. That'll do it.
and I'm going to attack with my flail.
10 damage. That is definitely a hit, and that bullywug has seen better days.
No, I should have done that with advantage because of that. Oh, that's
Well,
fine.
It rolled 2, so it's technically with advantage. You rolled the 22 on a 12.
Oh, am I already on advantage? Maybe.
Are you
Yeah, yeah.
raging?
I am not.
Oh, so he gets 2 hit points back.
Yep, I gotta turn off the rage damage. Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Silvermane.
I think I will twin up orb spell and hit the 2 wounded frogs with lightning damage.
Okay.
Hopefully that they're not immune to it like the shambling mound
Or
was.
get healed by the
Yeah.
Silvermane. Ping the one you're hitting.
Okay, so I was hitting this one first and then this one.
Okay, this one dies as the chromatic orb smacks it in the face and it explodes. The second one does not hit with a 7.
And that is it for now.
Then this bullywug is going to move up to Thurkir, 20 feet, yep, and do a bite. AC 21 for 3 bludgeoning and a critical miss. And at the end of the round, you start seeing more bullywugs, like all around you, just kind of milling about in the distance. You see what amounts to an audience of bullywugs.
Interesting. So that was
Alright.
3 bludgeoning damage I took.
Yes.
Like, do we have an idea of an estimated number?
I put a bunch on there, but it's probably more than that. But they don't seem to be moving up. They seem to be just like cheering on the bullywug fight.
Oh,
All right, Farrell, top of the round.
Weird.
Okay, gonna try this again. Brink, brink, brink.
Ooh, that's 1, 2 hits. 10, 12. All right, so you just basically slice him
Oh.
to ribbons. Well, let's see.
Wait a second, shouldn't the...
The
Wait,
10 gets the sneak attack.
okay.
Wait, no, you don't get sneak attack because
Yep.
you don't have advantage. But still
Rakish
kills him.
audacity.
What?
Yeah, you're 1-on-1. Yeah.
yeah. No, only
Oh,
Jamie has that.
Nice, but you still kill him even if you didn't have that.
All the audacity is Jamie.
Well, the first hit, the 10 plus 7, 17 will drop him. So you don't even have to use that second attack. So if you want to move and take that second attack, you can, but it won't get sneak attack.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay, so I'll give
I'll-
him 2 points of damage because you technically already rolled it. All right. And then this bullywug is going to attack the scale shield again. That's a hit, and that's a hit. Ooh, so the scale shield's down 6 points. He's not down, he's just down 6 points. Thurkir!
That bullywug bit me, so I'm gonna bite him in response.
You miss. His hide.
Damn.
You bite the edge of his shield. And that's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The bullywug that is in between the two of you realizes that he is in a precarious
In a bad
situation.
spot?
He's in a bad spot. So he's going to move. Can't. Actually, he's going to go here. So he doesn't give himself advantage, but he breaks disadvantage, however, temporarily. And he's going to turn his attack on Farrell because Farrell just appeared behind him. AC 8 is a miss, and AC 21 with the spear for 4 piercing.
So I take 4.
Yep, you take 4. The Gale Shield is going to try to finish off the one that hit him, and he does. And then he immediately tries to bite the one to his northeast, and he misses. Kihilis.
All right. I'm going to move to flanking with this
Okay.
gentleman. And I'm going to attack for 5 damage.
All right. He takes 5. All right. This bullywug, the one that is now flanked, is nervous. So he's going to try to... No, he can't. Because of this angle, he can't go anywhere. So he's just going to stand his ground, and he's going to try to attack the scale shield again with a bite. AC 18 is 2 hit points of damage. And the spear is a miss. Zor.
All right. I'm going to step up. As I step forward, I'm going to say, Ribbit! And then as I swing my flail, I'm going to say, Ribbit!
And he explodes. All right. Any more movement?
Yeah, actually, I have more, don't I?
You do.
Yeah, I can get all the way down here. Can I use my bonus action and whack at this guy with my hand axe?
Can, yeah, without the strength bonus.
Yeah.
For damage, but yeah. Jeez, you don't even need this. That's the. Oh no, it's D6 plus 4, so it's just the 3 points. Yup. He takes it. And now it's Silvermane's turn.
All right, I'm gonna shoot this guy with a crossbow.
Okay.
Jeez.
For 12. Holy crap. Well, he's done. All right. At the end of the round, you see coming up the road, not from the crowd, but coming up the road through the fog and the early morning mist, you see 3 more bullywugs. And they look like they're about to join the fight. See, this
Turn
guy
back where you die.
and this guy. And you see the one that's in the lead seems a little bit different than the other two. He seems to be a bit bigger, tougher, more like a champion bullywug.
Oh, Jehoy.
Like he's got that cockiness on his face, like, hey, I would take you. All right, top of the round, Farrell.
Yeah, I slide on over here.
And what do they call a bullywug champion? A croaker.
Yeah.
All right, he's done. The 12 kills him.
Oh,
So you still have your offhand. And I'm even going to say you don't have to use your sneak attack because I already killed him before I even got a chance to. All All right,
I'm
well,
actually
anyway.
going to sit back and
Yeah,
wait for them
so
to
either
come.
way.
I've already moved and I've already attacked.
Yep. Well, you stab that bullywug through the back of the head, and then you turn and kind of make eye contact with the croaker, and the croaker makes eye contact with you, and it does anime style zoom in on both of your eyes as action lines for no reason flash around behind their heads. And then the croaker is going to attempt to run full bore at you, which is this far. Actually, he'll double move. Fuck it. He's ready. He's like, ribbit! And that's it for him. Thurkir.
Move here. And poison spray this too. Is that within range? I think that's right. 10 feet?
10 feet? Yeah. Yeah. DC 13 con save. He fails. Wow, 10 poison damage. All right. Kahilus.
We don't see their health bars either
Got it.
for the new.
Yep.
All right. All right, I'm gonna move here, and I will cast. I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind. In the direction of the final two bullywugs.
Okay. Ooh. 60 feet
So
long,
60
10
feet
feet
long.
wide.
It basically
Okay.
blows them back 15 feet away. If they,
Okay.
the strength saving throw is 14.
Let me try something here real quick. Let's see. 10 feet, 60 feet. So we'll do that. And then I will put it on the token layer. Oops. And it's just emanating from you, right?
Yep, and in the direction of them. Yep.
It's like that.
Exactly. Yep.
All right. The Gale Shield nods in appreciation as he runs toward the croaker.
Did they fail their spell save?
When they start their turn in it,
Oh, I gotcha. Okay,
then I roll for them.
gotcha.
All right, he's going to try Morningstar, misses, and he bites it for 4 hit points, and then spits out the chunk of frog in his mouth. All right, this bullywug has to make a strength DC 14, or what?
He pushed 15 feet away from me, and then they use 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot. So half movement basically.
Any creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement for it to move closer to you. Yeah. So he gets pushed backwards. I'm going to say he gets knocked down. So he spends half his move just getting on his feet, and then he can move to here, and that's his turn. Zor.
All right. Run down here. Attack with flail. Whoops. Well, that hit, so I'll keep it.
Yeah, it did hit.
And then I will attack with my hand axe.
Okay.
So I guess I only got +2, right? Because my strength modifier is 4.
No, you get to add your modifier. You just don't get to add it to damage. So you get the 17, but he takes 4 damage instead of 8.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's what I was getting at, just in a roundabout way.
Yeah. Silvermane.
All right. I think I will just use my crossbow on the big guy because we're really hitting him hard anyway.
Okay. 22 is definitely a hit. Takes 9. Holy shit. All right. He's never even going to get to use his cool 3 times a day power. All right. This bullywug is going to try to his strength save. And fails it. And so, same thing for him. He moves back here, and then he can move 10 feet over to here. Feral. That croaker ran in too soon.
Yeah, he did.
He is expired. Thurkir. You see 2 bullywugs kind of standing next to a cone of wind emanating from Kahilis.
Let's redirect that in their direction on his turn if you wanted.
Yeah, it was a bonus action. I can change the direction.
Cool.
Chris, what are you doing?
Sorry, I was distracted.
Oh, don't get distracted.
Just got 2 bullywugs left.
So far.
Well, that wasn't ominous. Oh. Yeah. Crowd swarms us.
Do you have an action? Oh, I see. All right.
Over there.
Okay. Make a perception roll. Just real quick for me. Okay. Perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. I think that's it.
Okay. So is that a double move?
Oh, why don't I, hold on. Never mind.
Never mind.
No, it was a single move.
Okay. So you could still take an action if you have one.
Right. Where was I? It was up here?
Think so?
Okay. Was I within touching distance of the scale shield before I left?
I would say yes. Because I don't remember now.
Okay. I'll cast guidance.
Okay. So he gets a D4 on his next skill check or attack roll or what?
Yeah.
Skill check, I think.
I think it's just skill checks, yeah.
Yeah. It's just not really worth it, but why not?
Okay. All right, Keyless.
All right. I am going to. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to move here, and then I'm going to as my bonus action, I'm going to refocus the
So those two,
direction, so it's still hitting those 2, but not Thurkir.
like that.
And then, as my action, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
So to be clear, you're going to touch yourself and cure yourself.
Well, that's.
Well, yeah.
I would have been doing that anyway, so I might as well Cure Wounds while I'm at it. Why?
On the front, I think.
Yeah, it's just not like I'm clicking it. Oh, there,
So-
there we go. Never mind.
Yeah, it's probably
So-
asking you what level you want to cast it at.
Yep.
Yep.
There it is. So I regain all 8 hit points I lost. Perfect.
All right.
All right, that's my turn.
The scale shield is going to move to here. Actually, he's going to move up there next to Thurkir. Bang his Morningstar against his spear and shout a challenge at the bullywugs. And in general toward the crowd. And then that bullywug is going to make his strength attempt and fail.
Perfect.
Which one is this one? That one. Okay. So he's going to get blown back. Whoa, that's not what I want to do.
He could have used intimidate. Would guidance have worked with that?
Maybe. I don't think he even has that. He doesn't. All right, well, he's going to spend half his move to get up and half his move to get to here because the wind is difficult to move in. Zor, so he's kind of leaning forward, little frog in the wind.
All right.
Tongue lolling out one side.
Is that the closest I can? How do you draw the lines and figure out how far you can go?
You start dragging your token with a right click, and as you do it, a left click, and as you do it, you hit the letter Q.
Oh, okay. So left click.
Start dragging the token around, but you'll drag a line instead, or a line behind you.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
You have to keep hitting Q, like every time you want to add a point on the line.
Oh, okay. So I would just go like, yeah, it's not doing anything.
You have to start dragging and then hit Q.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is he dragging his token or is he actually on the measurement tool?
Well, you have to be on the select tool. You have to be moving your token, yeah.
But I can do this right here's 30 feet.
Okay.
Perfect. I'm just gonna scream in rage and try to be like scary and intimidating.
Okay, make a perception check. All right, I'm going to take the 7 because
Oh, sorry.
I'm not going to say that there's passives going on in the middle of a fight. And Silvermane.
These two are still staying on the attack. They don't look like they're giving up.
It does so far.
Move up here, and I guess I will
Whoops.
shoot that one.
Okay.
Moving back a step.
Let me see what crossbows do in a gust of wind. So I believe it screws up ranged weapons, right? I guess it doesn't. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything, but that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, if it's strong enough wind to knock characters over, then I would say that it's gonna throw your bolt around. So which one are you shooting at? If you're shooting at
Skilled crossbowman might compensate for the wind, right?
say what?
I said a skilled crossbowman might compensate for the wind.
Maybe, but this is like an unnatural magical wind that knocks over medium creatures.
It's true. It probably would be useless.
I would say disadvantage on the one closest to the edge of the wind, because you're kind of aiming outside of the wind. So a 14 would still miss, but I don't know why I even had you roll again. Disadvantage already missed. I hadn't looked at the ACs yet. All right, last Bullywug, strength check to try to stay standing. He does not, and is 5, 10, 15. So he spends 5 to get up, and then he's able to just get out. At the end of the round, emerging from the crowd parts to make way for a Bullywug mounted on a giant toad. He wears resplendent, I don't know what a Bullywug king would wear, but he shouts
Slime.
in almost common, "King, kill! Ah!"
Oh, he wants us to kill the king. Got it.
No, King pointed at himself. Kill pointed at you. And all the Bullywugs cheer. Yeah. All right. So let's see real quick. I have to give them something because they have a description on how to deal with the. All right. Blah blah blah. Steed is trained in combat. Okay. All right. So Farrell, top of the round. The rest of these bullywugs are moving back and away. None of them seem to be combatant bullywugs. Oops. More like women and children, maybe. Not that you can tell.
I am going to move.
Did they all run away?
No, they're just
Right.
backing away from the fight.
Here.
Okay. Oh, did I accidentally grab the two that were fighting? Yes, I did.
Yes.
There's this one over here. Oops, he's outside of the range.
And
Fuck it.
oh, I actually have a short bow. I completely forgot about that. So
He was there. Yep.
I'll take a pot shot at the king.
Okay.
Oh. 9 damage.
19 is a hit for 9 damage. Oops. This button. Alright. Can't really see his health bar because of the frog. Perfect. Alright. Thurkir.
Would it be possible to throw an object into this wind tunnel in such a way that it would be carried by the wind into the bullywog at the other end?
Depends on the item.
Like maybe my spear?
Like a bank
I would
tube.
say the accuracy would be really, really, really hard.
All right.
You could just throw it straight at him because he's not technically in the wind anymore.
Oh.
If you were doing like a poison spray into the wind, then maybe.
Like a damage
Well,
bonus because
yeah.
the wind is distant.
It's like farting into a
what,
fan.
10 feet? Would it? How far would that wind carry it?
What, the spray?
Yeah.
I mean, I would give them advantage to the save because not as much poison spray would be hitting them.
Right.
I forgot to actually hit record on the audio, so I'm gonna have to rip this off of YouTube. Oops.
Okay, I move there and poison spray this one.
Okay. 15. He made it with a critical success.
Bastard! How dare you try to survive?
Keyless. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to 25, 30, and I'm just gonna. I'm gonna actually. I'm gonna be over here, and I'm going to refocus the direction of my wind to continue blowing those two bullywugs away from me.
Okay. Put it like that. Yoink. Or maybe a little bit more like. Oop. Like that. All right.
And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Gale Shield is sees the king, sees the frog, shouts again in rage, and he's gonna let's see what's his move. 30 feet. Gonna go around Zor. Yoink. And attempt to attack the giant frog. Let's see. What's his attacks? Morningstar. Whoa, okay, that's a hit. And that's a hit. So the frog takes damage. There we go. And this bullywog is in the wind. I'm gonna say he takes the wind ride and leaves the fight now that the king is here.
I think Gust of Wind is my new favorite spell. I love this spell.
It is pretty useful. I need to remove him from the. There we go. Zor.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
Boom.
we could pick up Gust of Wind. If we had 2 people casting it at the same time,
Oh,
just
stream,
kinda
so-
funnel all of your
Yeah.
opponents into one spot.
Just a couple of leaf blowers.
Am I next to the king, or am I next to like a guy that's
You're
retreating?
next to the frog. You're also next to the guy retreating, but he's in the wind tunnel.
So the other one's down below.
One ran, then there's the one in the wind tunnel, then there's the one on the back of the frog. The frog has like a makeshift saddle on it.
Gotcha. Okay, that's where I want to be.
The Frog King is wearing a brilliant coat of slime,
Yes,
riding on a saddle also made of slime.
He's wearing hide armor, he has a shield, and he has a royal spear.
Royal spear.
That's what it says.
I'm wanting that spear.
Got a little crown on it.
The 8 is a miss. The 22 is a hit. You're attacking the frog, right?
Yeah, so I get 2.
Okay. So he takes 6. I mean, not 6. He takes 2 technically. So yeah, that's better. Silvermane.
All right, let's do a twin on the king and on the frog. The big frog.
What?
I'm
Oh,
gonna do twin orbs, except for one of them is not gonna hit,
Alright.
and one of them is.
all right. Well, in the order you said it, the king and the frog. So I'm going to say the 22 hits the frog. Wow,
Sounds
you
good.
boosted it.
They sure did.
So that's
Those are
15,
lightning.
That's 23 damage lightning.
Phew.
Pooh-wee. All right. Did I not? Oh my god. I can't believe I didn't put there. I am a noob DM all of a sudden.
Oh no!
When I didn't roll the initiative of the king or the frog. They're
I
just
guess they
standing
can't
there.
go.
They're just standing there taking it. But they're going now.
I think that frog's gonna fall over and.
They're going now, and then they're going to go on their whatever initiative rounds when the next round comes around. All right. So we'll start with the giant toad, which is going to attack Zor. Your bite AC 14 is a miss. You are very lucky. And the royal has 2 attacks. He is going to... Actually, he can only do 1 attack because he's on the back of the frog and can't reach you with his bite. So he's going to use his spear attack two-handed against Zor. AC 11. Come on, King. What's wrong with you? All right. So now we do descending order correctly. We do it to Feral. Do we do it to Feral? We go to Feral.
Okay. No real good way for me to get to the king quite yet. So instead, I think I'll go 10, 20, 25, and have my way with that frog dude there.
Okay. Before he runs away. Oof. All right.
Ooh.
He's done. Jabbed.
His floppy corpse blows away in the breeze.
Yeah. All right. So now, in the proper order, Bullywug Royal gets to go. And he realizes his frog is in some dire need of maintenance. So he's going to hop off its back and move around behind the scale shield, croaking a challenge. And he's going to stab and bite. And his stab, it's a crit. 17 damage. And his bite, it's enough to knock him down. The scale shield is down.
Oh no!
Thurkir.
I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
I guess it doesn't matter. I was gonna say advantage on ranged attacks if you're. How's that work? But
Advantage on range attacks, you can't really,
Ah,
unless you hid and then attack from hiding.
I'm gonna cast Acid Arrow at the Frog King.
Okay.
I think maybe.
You see my butt from here.
I just need nothing but dog ass right now.
Your attacks, but it's not. The button's not working. Hold on.
Is it an attack roll or is it a saving throw?
Oh, I got it. Yeah, it's asking
Pick the level. Oh, that's a miss. Gale Shield is going to roll his death save.
It's a
You
miss, but it does
failed.
half damage on a miss.
Oh, wait. Are you sure? Wait, on a hit,
Yeah.
On a missed arrow, splashes its target with it. Oh, all right. So he still takes 5 damage. That's pretty cool. Wow. And yes, so he's down 1. Actually, let's go with. Let's not use that one.
Did he
Let's
fail
just-
at healing?
He failed his first death save. Yes,
Jeez.
and it's Kahilis' turn.
All right. I'm gonna let the gust of wind drop.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast command. And I'll move over here on the king and tell him to grovel so that he goes prone.
Ooh, all right. What's the DC on that? It's a wisdom
Uh,
save, right?
Yeah, and my DC is 14.
Okay, so King Wisdom save. He critically succeeds.
Oh, lovely.
He
Okay.
yelled, grovel. He goes, what?
What is this grovel? Yeah.
Gravel?
Okay.
Zor.
All right, I will definitely maneuver around my dog and it.
That is a beast. That is not a dog. That is a small bear.
It's actually quite small. He's a
Yeah,
lap dog, can't you tell?
He's a bitty baby.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will drive for a hand axe attack too.
Nice.
Ooh. All right.
Nice.
-4.
On the which one are you taking? The frog.
The hand axe. On the the king.
Okay. So let's see, 9 and the 26 hits, but you don't add the +4 for strength bonus, but you still do the rest of it. Wait,
Ooh.
why am I having brain fart? 8 damage. Okay. Like suddenly I couldn't add. All right, Silvermane.
All right. We'll do the same thing as last time and hopefully hit them both this time.
Fifteen is a miss on the king. Oh no, it is a hit. Actually, it's a hit. 8, that's 14, and 11 on the giant toad is a hit.
Take that.
Kills the giant toad. The king roars in
Excellent.
anger. No! Oh, it's the perfect clear common word you've heard out of his mouth. There's like a warbling croak to it. Any move?
Nope, that's it for now.
All right, Farrell.
Let's see, I think I'll go 10, 15, 20, 25. Just so I can have advantage. Wow. Ba-dum, ba-dum, and ba-dum.
Oh wow. Okay. 16, and you kill him.
Yes.
The rest of the bullywugs flee into the mists.
Is there? I mean, not that would relate to the game in any way or to this particular game, but I don't know how bullywugs and lizard people coexist. Would there be like diplomatic implications to what just happened if we were paying attention to that sort of thing?
I would think that bullywugs are mostly a food.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You're not wrong. They are a bit of a pain, and Chris, you need to change your name at the bottom so I can always look at it and know who you are. Thurkir, you would know that this particular bullywug king has been harassing small patrols of lizard folk, which is why you're traveling in fours. Because they've been like hopping out around this area and the road every now and then. It's not frequent enough that you would have been like on the ready, but it's you think they probably have some kind of a nest or a base somewhere nearby.
So, am I correct in assuming you can roll medicine to
Stabilize?
what?
To stabilize?
Yeah.
Yes. What'd you get? Oh yeah. All right.
Okay.
So you can bring him to 0, or yeah, he's stable. He's no longer dying.
And use a cure wounds on him.
Okay. So you didn't even need to medicine him.
Huh?
You didn't even need to medicine him then. Cure
Oh.
wounds will just bring him up. How much? Oh, that didn't roll it. Save DC. No, I don't want your cure wounds. What are the rest of you doing while Thurkir is healing the lizard folk?
I'm gonna do lay on hands on Farrell.
Okay.
Thank you.
How many points are you down?
Let's see. I'm down to 13 of 24, so down by 11.
All right, so I'll just give you all 11.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
That'll
As
pool 15.
as the lizard folk comes to, as the scale shield, he looks around, sees the dead king, and begins to poke through his belongings. He spits on his corpse and says, "Good riddance, stupid king."
Having a bit of nap, are we?
How's his royal spear?
His
little
royal
crown.
spear isn't that much more than a fancy pants looking regular spear.
Aw.
The crown that he was wearing, however, looks to be something of a decent nature.
I think it's a good gift for the queen.
And he has a big fancy pouch of money.
Yeah, so maybe we could give the queen the money and keep the crown for ourselves.
No, I think
Make an Arcana check.
Uh,
Anybody who has it trained.
oh, I don't have it proficient.
Does anybody have it trained?
I don't think we have any Arcana people.
No.
Okay.
How about history? Oh wait, I don't have that one trained either. I thought I had history.
I would say, given the look of the crown, I'll let you roll it untrained. You suspect that it is a magic item of some kind, not just shiny and nice looking, but actually enchanted.
Yeah. Yeah, we should hold on to that crown and give the queen the money. I think that's
The bag, when you look in it, all the coins are platinum pieces.
whoa.
How did he manage that?
I have no idea.
And all means how many?
Do you want to stop and count?
Yes.
All right. It takes a little while to count 325 platinum pieces.
What?
Okay, we don't. Yeah, let's not give that all to the queen. I changed my mind.
All right, I'm putting them on the thing.
Well, the lizard
This
folk
freaking guy is
have
loaded.
noticed
Yeah.
that we're aware of what you found. So
Yes, that is true. Well, the scale shield probably not so much. He's like concerned with his serious amount of wounds right now, and he's also like, I don't know, he's gathering up the bullywug bodies to throw in a big pile and set it on fire so it doesn't do bad things to a swamp. I don't know. He's
And he can't count past 10.
hey, you don't know that.
Gases could be flammable. You got to be careful in a swamp. Methane or something. I don't know.
Frogs are flammable.
I think the queen would appreciate the crown as a token.
Without a short rest, you won't even know what it is. Although you could take short rests because you've still got a good half a day's travel back.
Quick,
So-
someone lick their asses and see if you get high.
Can I roll survival and scavenge some frog leg meat?
Yes, you can, but it's not good for these guys. It's really only good for you and the scale
That's
shield.
fine.
And it's only good for like a couple days.
Well, you gotta cure it. You gotta dry it over an open flame slowly.
Who has the coins and who has the helm?
The bag of holding has the coins,
Okay.
and the bag of holding has the helm.
Okay.
Uh,
So keeping in mind that Thurkir definitely has seen
Fell
the
asleep during the battle.
Nope. No.
That was Scales. That was the other guy.
So
Oh.
Thurkir is Chris.
He's a party member. He doesn't mind.
It's still to be determined if he stays a party member after this adventure.
He won't now that he's seen what we do.
Right. So
I
when
mean,
you stop,
Okay, you see me start to put the crown in the bag. Do you say anything? Paused over the bag.
I'm taking note of it. Where you put that crown?
Well, I was going to put it away safely so we don't lose it on our trip. Did you want to hold on to it for the queen?
I'm going to trust you.
Yeah, okay.
it's like a test.
It's a test.
So around mid-afternoon, the scale shield recommends you stop for a meal and a short rest. If you want to identify the crown, you can, but you'd have to take it out of the bag.
Sure. Sounds great.
All right. It is a helm of underwater action.
Underwater action.
Yep.
Ooh.
Basically,
So allows you,
what
it
does it give,
allows
like
you
a
to
certain
act
speed?
normally while underwater. Yeah.
Useless to lizard folk. They already can.
Yeah. Why would the bullywog even have it?
Mm-hmm.
Where
Probably
did you
because
get
it looked fancy.
Yeah, be a good guess.
Yeah, some adventurer probably came through with it and then got killed, and they claimed it.
See if it's
Yeah,
in the magic items.
I don't need it, but I'm sure someone in the party could make good use of it.
There we go. I've added it to the list. Swim speed of 30, dark vision to a range of 60 feet. You can breathe underwater.
As nice as it is, I still think we should give it to the queen for diplomatic reasons. Because it came from the frog king, and I'm thinking that's a
I'm
good way to make
inclined
her a
to
favor.
agree.
Yeah, it's a nice symbolic move.
Exactly. We took care of your frog problem. Let's be friends, you know?
Although
Please
I
don't
would think
come
that
to-
taking care of the frog
Just
problem
that-
would be enough.
that money too.
Well, I don't know if she needs all the money. I mean,
All right, I'm going to take 5 to take a quick run to the bathroom. So pause.
Pause.
oh.
He just
Did you
jumped
see
in my.
my- Did you see
I
my
did see a
legless
chubby
dog?
little dog. Legless.
No, he's not chubby. He has flippers. He doesn't have legs. Come here, honey. I want to show you up again. Hey, no. See, look. See, he has little tiny stub legs and little tiny bunny legs.
That's weird. Is he supposed
That's
to
all
have
he's
little
got.
legs?
No, he's got dwarfism. He's actually a Jack Russell Terrier,
Oh.
Oh,
But-
cool.
he's got dwarfism, so he kind of looks like a cross between a seal, a bunny, and a deer.
Imagine having
He's
the
a deer
energy of a Jack Russell Terrier, but not being able to use it as well because your
Oh,
limbs are.
God.
Oh yeah, he bounces everywhere. That's what he does. So what he does is he throws himself forward with his front paws like a
Mhm.
seal, and then his back legs hop up and down. So he just kind of goes boom, boom, boom.
Wow. Sounds like you need to
puppy.
get to you need to design some sort of cool prosthetics for this guy.
Well, he's doing pretty well. He's 9 years old, I think now. But we're waiting on the chair because they have the wheelchairs. We're waiting until he needs it because we don't want him to lose mobility by giving it to him too early.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
So,
Hey.
like, he doesn't do much. He gets tired, like, walking across the yard, but we make him walk across the yard to go to the bathroom and everything so
Yeah,
he gets
yeah.
some exercise.
Use it or lose it. That's what we say at the nursing home.
Exactly.
There's, I want to say there's like people breeding cats with dwarfism. It's like some
I've
weird
seen
form
that.
where they have rear legs, but the front legs are almost non-existent.
I bet Chris
I think I've
Near
seen
knows.
something like
Yeah, it's really weird, and I don't know why you would encourage that physical trait.
No, I would think that'd
Yeah.
be kind of a sad life for a kitty.
Yeah,
Did you know
They
that
don't
Buck
really
Witcher's
know. What's that?
Buck Witcher's sister's dog is in a wheelchair?
Oh, really? No,
Yeah.
I haven't talked to him in a while.
Okay.
Is it 'cause she's old or just in general?
Yeah, she's old. I mean, she's got to be like 12, and she's got some sort of hip dysplasia or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So they put her in a wheelchair a couple of years ago, and she does great with it.
Yeah, see, he would need both front and back because he really can't
Hmm.
do much either side. But I figure if it's wide enough, he'll be able to, like, kind of, I don't know, like when you're swimming and you're floating on the water in shallow water, and you can kind of push along. I figure he could do that once it gets to that point.
You can set him up on SpaceX, and he can be the second dog in space, and just kind of like float around the.
Well, he even has a stroller because he can't walk for very long. So he's
Oh.
got an actual, like, baby stroller.
Nice.
He's like, "Why are you doing this to me? I'm so embarrassed."
Oops. Okay. So
Oh,
after
Chris posted the picture for you, Chris.
after a short rest and then another few hours of travel, everybody's back, or making sure.
I think so.
Number 2.
I'm here.
Okay. Yep.
You
Sounds like
you arrive at the cave entrance, and that. Oops. Everyone is
I see only black.
here. You see that?
Yes.
I
Well,
might need
actually, it's going to be black because I haven't opened the door yet.
Oh, okay.
Strangely, I do see a little bit in that square right here.
Oh, Doug should be able to see a little bit then, right? Do you have?
Yeah, I was
dark
trying to
vision?
do that left-handed. There it is. I see it now.
All right. So
I
let
don't
me
see
change-
anything.
because you don't have dark vision, right?
I
I
should.
see only me. I don't know if lizard folk.
Lizard folk do not.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to change my background.
Yeah, I've got dark vision.
Go.
I should have dark vision.
In a cave now.
I want to
Yeah,
have dark
there we
vision.
go. Right there.
All right, all you should see is a square anyway. Do you see the other tokens in here?
Nope.
See a black square.
I see only my token in the inky blackness.
Let me make sure I didn't put everybody in the wrong.
I see the other
Okay, I
tokens.
see my token and a little bit of something around me.
Some of you are in the wall, which you could have something to do with it. But anyway,
I see my own token. There we go.
Ah, there we go.
Now I see a little bit of something.
This map is the wrong map. It needs to be this map. Same map, just more detailed. So the Gale Shield enters
Whoa.
and beckons you further.
Everyone else is like super transparent.
Let me see here. Yeah, that's a strange effect going on right
I'm surrounded by ghosts.
Uh,
now. I don't know why that is. Oh, because you don't have actual light. The scale shield lights a torch,
Ah,
so I'm gonna give him a light source, which should make a difference. 20 and oops. Low light. an
Now I
additional
see things
20.
other than me.
There we go. So he lights a torch. And he walks in and he says in Draconic to the lizard, into this side room here, we have guests. Take their weapons, store them safely. And then he steps to the side and some lizard folk come forward. You can move down into the corridor if you like. You can freely move your tokens, just never pass the scale shield. Or Thurkir.
They kill you.
And these lizard folk come forward and they will take your weapons if you procure them or hand them forward.
I give him my crossbow and dagger.
Do you attempt to conceal any weapons?
I have claws. They can't take that if they.
Right.
Yeah.
Does anybody
Conceal
have a
them.
file?
yeah, I'm gonna hand over my trident and javelins.
You see them put them in like these wooden storage containers over here. They seem to be not like, wahaha, we have your gear now. They do question the scale shield in Draconic. Why have you brought these surface dwellers into our home? And he says they wish to speak with the queen. They have been helpful, and we are going to give them the chance they've asked for. So, whatever you say.
And I whisper that back to the people that do not speak it so they know.
All right.
Do you know the way?
All right, I gotta remember where she is. She's there, but the throne room is there. So he's gonna go. All right, he says, "Follow me." He walks down to here, and again, you move your own tokens, but you might want to keep up with the light.
Would it be uncouth to look for secret doors while we go? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
If you pass a secret door and your passive perception is high enough, then I will tell you about it. Zor, are you coming?
Yeah, I was distracted by Jim's stupid question.
Get your hand out of your kilt and come on.
All right, he's gonna walk down this way. Now, a quick glance to your right, up into that room. You see what looks to be a barracks. You see some cots. You see a few lizard folk just milling about.
Anybody we know?
Hmm?
Anybody we know?
No, what do you know? as he continues
Those
down
lizard
this way.
people all look the same to you.
We were nice to the lizard people we met before, except for Nate. He was pissed.
Down this way.
Who's proven Nate wrong all night tonight?
This way.
Especially since he's not here.
And he comes to this door.
I hope he listens to this.
And he opens this massive door. Actually, I can
Ooh,
turn
crabs. Lobster, I mean. Lobster.
And there we go.
Is that supposed to be a fucking lobster?
And then he comes in here and
But I'm
looks
hungry.
around. And I will read you this room. Let's see, which room is this? This is number... Because the problem with this map is it doesn't have the numbers on it. Oh, there it is. It is there. Never mind. They're just very hard to find. All right. You see 2 sets of 3 pillars flanking a central area where 2 lizard folk hatchlings are playing, which they didn't put them on the map. At the far end of the room, a wooden throne stands on a low stone dais. Carvings of reptiles decorate the throne, and glints of reflected light hint at the presence of inset gemstones. There are heads of several creatures hanging on the walls, mounted on plaques of wood for display as trophy. The trophy heads are as follows, from north to south. A giant crayfish, a carrion crawler, a hippopotamus, a hobgoblin, and a sahuagin. On the other wall, a brown bear, a lion, a shark, a giant frog, and another shark.
A shark? Oh, they're mounted. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
They're
yeah.
mounted,
Just hammerhead.
they're mounted on flats.
And then a much bigger shark here.
Land sharks.
The
I'm
scale
guessing the
shield.
hobgoblin is on the other side of this pillar because I can't see him.
Yeah, you can move around. The children see these new inhabitants, and they come running over out of curiosity, especially Farrell. So these 2 very short children come running over, and they start touching your arms.
I flex for them.
All right. Make a
Oh,
charisma.
soft and furry.
Make a charisma check of some sort.
So not scaly.
Persuasion or perform or any charisma skill that you have.
Yeah, I have a lot of charisma skills, so do persuasion
Okay.
for the sake of it. Yes, I am great.
You're
They
persuading them how awesome you are.
Yep.
in Draconic they say, "Look at him, he's so soft."
Tastes really good too, I say in Draconic.
Do you really?
No.
All right, I gotta watch out for these things.
I know, I'm sorry. That was meta.
Let me see. There was something about the children, and I can't seem to find it now because it's buried under a million folders. So I'm just gonna say they fall in line, and the scale shield says, "Where is Othokent? Where is the queen?" And one of the children says, "She's training." He just kind of nods. Ah, yes, of course. This is always in Draconic. Anything that he says, unless I say otherwise, it's in Draconic. He says, "Come this way." That is in common. And goes back into the hall.
Can I do a magic trick for the kids?
Sure. Prestidigitation?
With the coin, yeah.
Okay.
No, well, no, sleight of hand.
Oh, sleight of hand. You pull it out of one of their ear holes, ear
Yep.
flaps.
Ear holes.
Oh!
And then I give it to one of them. Fight to the death.
Dun, 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 dun. No.
Is it Electrum?
What's that?
Is it Electrum?
No.
Or was it Platinum? What did we find? Platinum or Electrum?
We found platinum.
We found platinum. I mean, we found gold. But I was giving them copper.
You swap out copper for the the platinum.
The gold for the no, I'm planning on giving 300 gold. We'll see what happens with that.
He says, "This way, the queen is training." And the children definitely tag along behind you. And they're giggling and laughing. One is basically attached to Farrell, just keeps grabbing his fur. And the other one is looking at the coin. What kind of coin did you give it? Give the kid?
Copper. Just a copper.
Coin? Okay. And he's feeling around in his head for any more. Zor, Farrell, gonna keep up?
Your children are stupid.
Come out this way and then down the right.
Down here?
Where we went. Nope, not that way. Don't let go of your token for a second. Doug, I'll move you.
Okay.
I'll move
Oh,
Farrell.
we went back through. Okay.
Yeah, they went back out, and then they come into this room. And this room is room 40. So I got to go way up. And this open area features 6 floor-to-ceiling pillars that demarcate a central area bare of furniture. In the central area, the earth floor has been packed closer than elsewhere, as if by the passage of many feet. Several wooden benches stand near the north and south walls. A large mattress has been fixed to the center of the east wall. Attached to it is a large target dummy with the head of a fish-like creature mounted to it. Several lizard folk are practicing combat against one another or throwing javelins at the dummy. A powerfully built and tall lizard folk female stands with several of the heavily armored warriors. She observes the training through narrowed eyes. Another lizard folk stands near the leader, dressed in a kelp-covered robe and holding a long, polished tooth. Chris, you recognize Otho Kent and Irhitos. Otho Kent is the queen. Irhitos is one of the shaman, I believe. Oh, he's the sub-chief, not the shaman.
I hope he doesn't have irritable bowel syndrome.
Otho Kent sees you enter. All the fighting stops. The scale shield kind of does a bow. What is this guy? What is he doing in here? That is the biggest lizard folk you've ever seen. The big guy there. Anyway, they're all eyeing you in your little cluster as he approaches with a reverent bow, and he says, "Your Majesty." And in Draconic, he says, "These land dwellers wish an audience with you. They come with questions and gifts." And he looks at Silvermane. She says, "Do they speak our language?" He says, "Some, but common is better." And then he steps aside. And Otho Kent steps forward with a strangely, slightly female tint to her lizard
Features.
and voice. She says, "So, land dwellers, you come, as my lieutenant tells me, seeking an audience?"
I will step forward to here, bow slightly, and in Draconic say, "Your Majesty, I come from Saltmarsh on a diplomatic mission."
Indeed.
Saltmarsh. And I have a gift.
This Saltmarsh, is this the town of the humans?
Yes, we're the ones that helped you get your weapons from those pirates recently.
She looks at Irritos, which is this guy over here, and he shouts out to one of the lizard folk in the back. He says, "Go find," what's his name? Let's say his name is Vith. "Go find Vith to confirm." "Yes, sir." And he leaves.
All right. And I will pull out the crown and 300 gold pieces in a pouch. Let's do it, man. Come on, let's dance. Deception.
Yeah, is it obvious that he's pulled out the gold pieces?
I mean, it's a
Well-
pouch.
I'm going to use a sleight of hand to basically pull up a couple of the platinums and then drop them in and fill it with gold to try and give the illusion. But she
Okay.
doesn't know what's in there. I know you do. You're the one I'm trying to impress. So
All right, so is it my perception versus your sleight of hand?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll probably roll a 1. You know how it works.
So close.
Perfect.
All right. So it's a bunch of gold and a couple platinum.
No, what I basically did is palm the platinum back up and just put gold in there.
Got it. Okay.
So
She will take
Yeah,
the
but now
crown.
she's seen the platinum, so when she eventually opens the bag, it
Let's
sounds
see,
like
I
a
was
bad move.
I was specifically doing it for your benefit and not hers because I knew she hadn't seen any of the
All
coins.
All right.
But we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, you so I
am a
failed, but now you have
deceptive
to. Now everybody else in the room has to.
Mm-hmm. She takes the pouch, looks in it. She takes the crown. As she takes the crown, the scale shield you traveled with says, "My queen, this was the helm of King Bullywug."
That
She
we
kinda-
slayed for you.
She kind of cocks her head, and you can't really read her expression. Well, Chris can. She seems relatively impressed, and
His
He said-
steed was delicious.
he says to her, "Oh yeah. You can speak up whatever you want as well." He says, and his frog, very good. And she looks at she got the crown in one hand, she got the pouch in the other. She smiles, holding the crown. She says, "And did you keep anything from the spoils yourself?"
Small pittance.
The scale shield says, "My queen, it was just the money and the crown. His spear was a worthless trinket." Says, and then she hands back the pouch of coins to you. She says, "Keep this for your efforts."
Thank you.
Yes, she smiles and she holds the crown. She kind of sets it on her head. And it doesn't really fit, but it is magical, so if she attunes to it, it might later. But for now, it's kind of like just cocked on her head. You hear some stifled snickers from the other lizard folk. And she takes it off.
Stupid.
She hands it to Irikos, whatever his name is. And she says, "Very well. You have made a good first impression.
Thank you.
So, what brings you here specifically?"
Well, our township, through us, knew that you were gathering weapons, and we wanted to make sure there was no ill will between our people.
We mean no ill against the humans. Make an insight check.
Those who can understand.
And it's in common. She's speaking in common.
Oh, okay.
And she speaks a pretty good common. All right. Well, it's pretty foreign to
Sure.
most of you, but
Very insightful.
I get it because I'm part dragon. That's why.
that's it.
Nailed it.
Silvermane, you get the impression that she's being forthright.
Okay.
The rest of you can't really read her expression. She's kind of like, I don't know. Well, except for Chris.
Would you perhaps
Chris, if you want to know specific stuff, I can just whisper it to you because you know a lot more than this in character.
Yeah, I mean that's why
And
I
then-
haven't said anything is because I assume my character knows the
Yeah.
intention behind their actions. But
And in general, I'm basically pretty trustworthy of lizard folk,
Right.
just because I've lived in close to them for a while.
well, I don't know if that's a good idea, but
Well, in my experience, because I don't know much about the surface, so in my experience with lizard folk, we coexisted just fine. So they seem fine to me.
She says,
would you? Oh,
no, go ahead.
perhaps you would like to send a delegation back with us, and we could establish stronger diplomatic ties between our peoples.
My advisors have told me that the land dwellers are soft, that they are weak and not worthy of our time.
I think we've proven otherwise already, haven't we?
You have
Not only-
definitely made a good first impression. But
They have shown strength in battle, my queen.
We have killed oh shit, what the hell is it called? The shambling mound in the swamps as well.
And we let these guys go.
I think we've done enough to prove ourselves.
And the frogs.
But if you don't wish to establish ties, just take my gift and we will tell our city that you are not interested.
you have made, as I stated, a very good first impression. How about this? I will give you 24 hours to explore my lair and to speak with my people and show them not just, she kind of gestures to Chris and the scale shield, but all of my people, that the soft skins are not the weak and mindless sheep of the land, but are an actual force worthy of our treaty and treatment with. And perhaps, she says to the scale shield, you should introduce them to our other guests and see how they get along. He kind of half smiles and says, of course, my queen. Are you anticipating troubles? He says, and she kind of looks at Silvermane specifically, and she says, perhaps.
All right. We would be more than happy to take a look at your home.
In the meantime, it is evening, and perhaps you would like a place to sleep.
Yes,
Perhaps
that would
you
be
need to-
most gracious of you.
Rest and recover. Let's see. He says, or she says in Draconic to the scale shield, take them to Barracks 4. And he says, yes, my queen. And he says, if you would come this way. And he opened a door down there. This guy, right? Yep. And he goes over this way, and he leads you down this corridor here, which is this way.
Sorry, guys, we have to change it. Hunter would like us to just fight everyone.
And leads you down this corridor.
Instigator.
We are murder hobos.
This was apparently one of the first
Yeah,
edition adventures
Nate's watching.
where diplomacy and stuff was part of the. I mean, it could turn into a fight. It's a lot of rooms in here.
Oh, look, Nate, we're friends with the lizard people.
It's all going very well.
This door.
They seem very nice.
They're letting us stay over for a sleepover.
He
Oh,
says to these guys, he's like, the queen has ordered that this barracks is to be used by these land dwellers.
which way did you guys go?
Oh, I got you. We went up this way and through this door.
Oh, okay.
He says, you may rest here, recuperate, and I will be back in the morning. Do not wander until I am returned.
Too bad he's got laryngitis, Nate.
Is Nate watching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not able to keep up. All right. Well, the scale shield guy goes and back to wherever he sleeps to rest and recuperate. You are left, I'll say, relatively alone. These guys go somewhere else. So you're left alone to talk. Yeah, Stark here. I was going to say, get out. Close the door behind you.
They seem to be reasonable folk. Yes, they really are.
I was going to say, no one else has anything to say.
No, I was just mulling over the idea of maybe I should see if the lizard folk sell or wear anything kilt-like, so I can add to my collection. I have my dress kilts and my starting kilt, but a lizard folk kilt would be kind of awesome.
I mean, they don't wear much more than just Chris is wandering about. Feel free, it's your home. Can't get past the doors, though. Just skimming all the comments.
Gosh.
All right. So do you stay in here, or do you want to poke out and explore?
Oh, explore,
And
definitely.
Risk the ire of the lizard folk.
No, we should wait here until they come to get us. I mean, we are in their home. If we are going to set up any sort of diplomatic mission. Why Zorg, what are you doing? Oh, he's talking to I thought he was looking at us like that.
All right.
Hunter, you be quiet. Don't get him started.
Make them into a lizard kilt. Ah. Gross. I do want to
Hunter is a
find.
bad influence.
43. There it is. All right. So, in about 8 hours later, you can be fully rested, fully back to all your spells you may have burned.
Burn, baby, burn.
Woohoo.
Door is opened, and you see Garot, whatever his name was. Good morning. I hope you slept comfortably.
Adequately so, yes. It is very kind of you to let us sleep there.
Come this way. I will show you some things.
Of course. So what do you do with your days?
We
Are
patrol.
you a warrior only?
I hunt.
Hmm.
I protect the encampment.
That gives you great satisfaction?
It does. To serve the people. It is noble.
It is indeed.
Be on your guard. The following folks may have things to say to you.
Let's
I'm
see.
going to grab you guys and bring you up here. Oh, yeah, so it's over here.
Hey,
There he is.
quiet.
And he leads you into an open area. Is a large water-filled cave, roughly circular and about 70 feet in diameter, connecting to the sea, you estimate, through this passage up to the north here. The passage is 15 feet across at its widest, and its roof is at most 5 feet above sea level. Cave also connects to another cave through a 30-foot wide passage in the southeast. The roof here is also only 5 feet above the water. The main cave has a high roof, extending 25 feet above the water. Most of the cave appears natural, except for a rough ledge that has been cut into the rock running along the southern edge, connecting with the adjacent cave. That is where you are currently standing. At the western edge of the ledge, an opening has been cut into the rock wall to permit access to a passage beyond. Near this, a flight of rough stone steps leads down into the water. The water is clear. There are 4 lizard folk in the seaweed of the pool. He says, "Come this way. Stay out of the water."
I'm so thirsty.
And he leads you into. Are you thirsty in real life? Do you need to get a drink? Okay.
No.
Leads you around a corner into a room with some other critters.
I see our new party member.
Are they on the wrong layer? They're on the wrong layer. That's why. Oh, because I put everybody on the other layers just in case you would. Anyway. Yoink.
In case we were naughty.
Maybe? I don't remember why I moved them, because they were, I think, by default. Oh, it was because we were running into something else, some other game, where somebody would walk in and they'd instantly see stuff that wasn't supposed to be there, so I just default now. I hide everything until I read the description of the room first to make sure it's supposed to be something you can see. All right. So now you should be able to see a bunch of. You shouldn't see the number 50 though. Let's put that away. All right, this flooded cavern is roughly circular at about 60 feet in diameter. The water is murky, but the top of a weed bed can be seen just below the surface. A stone path follows the west wall a few feet above the waterline. From it, stone stairs descend into the water. In the water, you see a creature.
He's pretty.
And there's another one.
Ooh.
Mer-orcs?
Close.
Morks.
They're hobgoblins.
Are there Mindies?
Called coalinths. They come up to the edge of the water, and the scale shield says something and he says in what language do they speak? Interesting. Let's see. Oh. In common, because they don't share a language. He says, "These land dwellers come seeking alliance with us. Do you have problems with the land dwellers?" And this one in the front here, the one with the... Where'd he go? This guy with the beard. Kind of comes up out of the water. And he's like looking everybody over. And he stops when he gets to Silvermane. And he kind of reaches out and just roughly grabs your chin, unless you stop him.
Yeah. Hey, watch your hands.
He looks at the scale shield. He says, "Is that an elf? He looks very close to an elf. He almost smells like an elf."
Do you smell the dragon on me? I say as he looks into my golden eyes.
Persuasion check.
How about intimidation?
You can, if you like.
I would like. I had persuasion, but
Okay. He goes for his weapon. he pulls a trident off his back. And he
truly,
says,
you let them have weapons here. I say.
Actually, they do, yeah. In what language you say that?
I'll say it in Draconic.
"We trust them. We don't know you," he says
I
in
see.
Draconic back. And in Common, he switches back to Common. He's like, "Sergeant, please. They are guests here, as are you." I need the scale shield stats again to see if this is going to break into a fight. Let's see. How's this going to go? All right.
I assume they speak Aquian or whatever it's called.
You can try it.
Well, I'll use Primordial,
They're
which is
speaking
basically the
common
same
right now.
thing. I say.
If they're hobgoblins, they probably speak goblinoid.
I don't know. Since they were water creatures, I thought I would try it.
Maybe.
All right, what do you say?
I say. I was gonna say. I say, take care. I only don't wish to be touched without permission. I am not seeking a battle.
He looks at the scale shield and said, "What did he say?"
It was worth a try.
The scale shield's like, "I don't know," when he gives you a pointed look.
I said I don't like to be touched without permission, but I'm not seeking battle with you. Take care.
A persuasion roll. Ooh, all right.
Nice.
He steps back. He turns to his lieutenant, and they exchange something in Goblin. If you don't know Goblin, you don't know what they're saying.
Nope.
Anybody?
Nope.
Okay. And
Yeah,
then
he
he turns back to the scale shield. He says, "If this was your queen's attempt to make us change our mind, it was a very poor attempt. We will be leaving tomorrow, as originally planned." The scale shield kind of bows. He says, "Very well. But your opportunities are waning, and when they come for your people next, we will no longer be able to protect you." He says, and they move back into the water. He's like, "I knew the lizard folk friendly with elves. All right, come this way. I
It would
apologize."
be to your benefit to introduce us to your friends. Do they
I'm gonna
all
ask
hate
him
my
who-
kind?
You gonna say what?
I'm gonna ask him who they are when he said when they come for you.
Who are you asking? The
The-
scale shield?
Skill shield, yeah.
He says, "It is not for me to disclose. Perhaps the queen would be willing to speak to you after you have made an impression." And then he comes in here, and you see Tharkir's hanging out in here with a bunch of...
I actually have one here. That's just kind of where I left my token.
All right. This flooded natural rock cavern is also roughly circular, about 70 feet in diameter. The water is clear, but the bottom is covered with a mass of weeds so that the depth cannot be judged. A stone path has been carved into the west wall, a few feet above the waterline. Narrow stone stairs descend into the water from this path. In this room, you see these.
Cool.
No.
They are Lokath,
Oh.
and they're giant eel mounts slither about in the water.
Oh.
And the lizard folk steps up, and he says, in common, says, "Lokath, come." And they swim closer. He says, "The queen wishes that you meet with our newest potential allies." They kind of pop their little fish heads out of the water. They look at you. They kind of blink. And their mouths are making little mouth motions.
I will in primordial again say greetings. See if
I'm gonna say greetings in Aquan to them as
Okay.
well.
They look at you and respond in kind to Kahilis in Aquan. "Well met, a Triton. Impressive.
What brings you guys here?
Are the Triton people joining with the queen?"
This Triton person may be joining with the Queen. I'm not with my people currently, but I could bring news back to them if this proves beneficial.
Interesting, Jim. I see what you're posting.
That's why I keep using it. So, you know.
Where do you is so it's like a variation. It's like
it's like
using
a pro-
French to talk to a Spanish person, or Latin.
The way they put it, it's like a dialect. So it's almost like a southern dialect versus a
Okay.
northern dialect kind of thing.
Hmm.
But I didn't mean to interrupt his role playing.
Okay, I wasn't aware that it was a over language or whatever. So they kind of understand, I guess, what you're saying. But they seem to be more mellow people, I guess. They say, well, it is good to see one of your kind here. Not
Likewise.
Thank you.
He's
They
I
look at
would
the
know
scale
how-
shield. What did you want us to do? He says, oh, we were just... Never mind. I will leave you alone. I don't know what she's thinking.
Excuse me, but why are you here?
The queen has asked us to help them.
I look at the scale shield and them both. I say, with what?
The scale shield holds his hand up toward them and says, the queen hasn't not decided yet whether you are worthy of this information. And he gives them a look.
I understand.
They say, it is purely for defense. Threats from the sea, you understand.
Well, good luck to you.
And I would know that me and the Lokatha, the Tritons and Lokatha kind of share a lot of common enemies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that doesn't really, that actually makes me more feel better about things.
Yeah, I mean, they
Then-
look like fish. They have big
Yeah.
flipper feet, big flipper hands.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't really be up on land all that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's their general alignment? Let me check. Yeah, they tend toward neutral.
Yep.
So
I'm
they're
going to
not-
ask
they're not
Scale
conquering
Shield
the
if it's.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask Scale Shield if it's Sahuagin that they're defending against.
Make an insight check.
Yeah.
He says, again, it is up to my queen to tell you what the problem is. I do not make these choices. But come, one more room. And he leads you into a final chamber. This flooded natural rock cavern is roughly circular and about 70 feet in diameter. A bloom of colorful blue and green algae covers the surface of the water, obscuring its depths. From a stone path, narrow stairs descend into the water. You see merfolk.
This is totally your thing, Cahelis.
Absolutely.
And the merfolk kind of pop their heads up out of the water. And they say, what is this? Surfacers. Why have you brought surfacers to our chamber, Scale Shield? And he says, the queen wishes to see if your people and theirs have an animosity. They look amongst each other, say, no, we stay to the water. They stay above the water. Sometimes they overfish our lands, but they are usually respectful if we ask them to move on. What was the prince's name? Oceanus. He was a sea elf, not a merfolk.
Not a mer. Okay.
A little bit different. And you do notice there are no sea elves here. But given the Locath, it's probably not difficult to ascertain why not. He says, if the humans and the surfacers were to join with us, would you have a problem with this? And the merfolk shake their heads. No, of course not. Though I would question their usefulness in an underwater theater of battle. They kind of chuckle amongst themselves.
That's true, but not all of your enemies would come from under the ocean, would they?
What do they know? He says to the lizard folk, or to the scale shield. He says, nothing yet. The queen is choosing her words carefully. Ah, they smile amongst each other. Keeping them in the dark, I see. Well, make a good impression, they say, and they go back to what they were doing, playing underwater
I'll bow
cards.
to them as I and as they leave.
All right. And he moves on. He says, and those are our guests.
Seems we are mostly in good company.
2 out of 3, solid D.
The Coalents have decided that they would rather go about this on their own, and they don't need our help. They're very vain and bullheaded.
Rude, I might say.
Where else would you want to see? Where else would he want to take you? I don't know. I have this whole fancy place laid out, but I don't really think that there's anything specific that I would show you. So if you want to wander the halls, I will follow you, as long as you stay together. And if you poke into a room, I'll open the door, and we'll see what's in there.
Where are your commons? Where do the common folk hang out? I'd love to speak to them.
Well, I suppose we could head to the mess hall and see who is there to speak to. Let me see if I can find out.
I assume Scales Shield will be accompanying us wherever we go.
It is mealtime. Come with me. I'm going to grab you guys and bring you in here. I'm going to grab the whole... Well, see, because if I left Explorer mode on, so I don't want to just move you to a room because you won't get all the hallways and stuff.
Right. Well, just tell us where to go.
He's going to go this way, down, back this way. Whoa.
You could just paint a path for us.
Yep. Well, I don't think his exploring shows you where he is. You have to explore it yourself to see it.
No, I meant you could draw on the floor with paint, and then we could just follow the line.
Yeah.
And then you
Well, he
could
goes back into
roll
this
Z.
room, and he goes this way. Back the way you came. And he goes to a door on the north wall here.
Damn it. Stop it.
I got you, Doug. I'm going to do
Roll
along,
20.
explore it. Oops. Get you up here, and then in here. There we go. All right, and then he goes up into this room where Farrell is. Into the banquet hall. There are 5 unarmed lizard folk preparing this area for a feast, setting tables with wood and stone utensils. I'll drag you guys in.
How about I go to this one? Can I help? In Draconic.
Of course, they say, looking at the stone shield or scale shield, and he nods. They give you a couple things to set place settings with.
If you don't want to waste much time, I'm just basically doing small talk with them to get to know them.
That's fine. That's actually what you're supposed to do. Make a persuasion charisma. This is just to see what kind of an impression you make.
Okay, I'm crying because I'm just leaving. What am I doing? Persuasion? Did you say?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. One of the lizard folk is dressed similarly to Chris, whatever his name was again. I've already forgotten. And he comes around the table and comes over to you, and he kind of looks at you up and down, and he says, "Why are you here, really?" And he says it in common.
Which of us?
You. Because you're the one trying to help set the table and stuff.
Because I want to get to know your people, and I want to convince our 2 peoples that we can work together and not have animosity because we don't know each other. Which seems to be all too common, I think.
We, and he looks at the scale shield as he says this, don't need outside help.
But everybody needs help sometimes. I'm not saying we're all going to be, hanging out best of buds, but having friendly neighbors when something goes wrong, or just simply trade. We both have resources that the other could use.
Make another persuasion check with disadvantage. All right. He kind of squints his eyes. He looks at you real close. And he doesn't say anything else. He just leaves. And the scale shield says, "Please, you must forgive the shamans. Some of them don't like our dealings with the other species."
Well, in total honesty, we have the same problem in our society. There are people that don't like lizard folk, but that's why I'm here, right? So we can work past that.
Indeed. And so far you are proving to be admirable, Admiral. Wow.
Oh,
I am Admiral.
Captain.
Admiral.
oh,
Uh,
now Admiral Zorg.
Because he's so admirable.
yeah. Yeah. Mark knows where that's going from. Yeah. Story for another time. So you help them set the table, and eventually, if you hang around here for a while, you get a room full of lizard folk. A whole banquet goes on. And as you have all these lizard folk seated at the table, and they're all sharing a meal, they ask you questions about your adventures so far, what you've seen, what day-to-day life for a surface dweller is like. And you spend a good, 2 hours in here just having questionable drink. Pretty decent food for lizard folk, although you're afraid to ask what it is you're eating.
Chicken in the sea.
Chicken of the sea. Yes. And I'll even say one of the Locath and the merfolk show up. Just grab a couple handfuls of food to bring back to their chamber or whatever, and they see you're here, and they see that you're getting along well with the lizard folk and having a big party powwow, and so they kind of just nod and wave at you and head back to where they came from.
I'll tell a humorous story about a past king or something that did something foolish or whatever.
Okay. A real story or a made-up story?
A story that I probably heard a bard tell or something.
Okay.
Just something humorous and outrageous kind of thing.
Sounds like a perform check.
Yep, I was gonna say.
Like
Definitely
we do,
sounds like
I
a
will.
perform check. I do want everybody in here
Jeez.
to make a charisma roll, though, or either just a straight charisma test or persuasion if you have it.
And my
But I'll-
performance is a 23.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, look at those persuasions.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad. Wait, you can't roll twice, Doug.
Have
You
to do
do
that.
First one's a 20.
Wow, look at these.
Yeah, I'm set on
Yeah.
normal. I must have just double tapped.
We're going to
Yeah.
be honorary lizard folk before this is over.
Pretty much.
Toward the end of the banquet, the two children come running in going, "There they are!" And they've got like 3 more kids in tow. And they run over to Silvermane and says, "Do the thing with the thing!" And he points at his ear.
All right.
Make
I'll
the coins come
actually-
out.
I'll even take some colored balls out and do some more magic tricks with, stuff that I carry on me for this kind of thing.
Okay. Make another sleight of hand check.
I'm done.
Oh, jeez. God.
Again, this is all in Draconic, so it's hard for some of you to understand, but you can see it in their eyes. They're like full of awe.
I'm imagining the leprechaun in American Gods, his
Haven't
coin
seen
tricks. Do any of you watch that show?
I've read the book, but I haven't seen the show.
Yeah. Read the book.
Yeah.
Nate agrees.
Yeah, I guess so. But you just have a big powwow. By the time the dinner's over, it's like the lizards have been your buddies for forever. They're just chatting away, and you're getting tales of bullywug problems and shambling mounds, and when you share your battle stories over the stupid shambling mounds and stuff like that. And eventually, one of them,
Yes, Nate.
who has a few good scars on his arms and stuff, says, "Oh, if you guys are so tough, maybe you should take on Thousand Tooths."
Really? What's Thousand Tooths?
Oh, sorry, Thousand Teeth. You should take on Thousand Teeth. Another one types up, "He's a crocodile, and he's responsible for more killings than any shambling mound."
I look at everybody like, oh shit.
The Scale Shield says, he's not wrong. Well, he might be exaggerating a bit, but yes, there is a crocodile called Thousand Teeth that has been an ongoing problem for the tribe.
Truly, and you haven't been able to kill this beast?
So what,
Your
Jim?
brother. I said, and you haven't been able to kill the beast?
We have not. Many of the lizard folk are afraid to engage him in combat.
Did you stab it with your steely knife?
We just can't kill the beast.
Well, the beast has not met Zorg, let me tell you.
Are you
Zorg will kill the
comes
beast.
off- when that kilt comes off, you know he means business.
Are you offering to help?
Take his kilt off?
No. No. Why would that
Hold
happen?
on. I stand up. Hold on, Zorg will show you.
Zorg, there's children! I look around at my party to see their expressions. I don't know, guys. What do you think?
The queen would be very impressed if you were to dispatch Thousand Teeth.
Do you guys want to kill the beast? Do we have time before we have to get back? Give us it out. Give us it out.
I'm sure if I spoke to the queen, she would extend the time frame. Thousand Teeth is a bit of a travel from here.
Oh, I meant
far
before we
would
had
you
to get
say
back
it is?
to our own town.
Oh. I don't think
How
we have
far
time.
of a-
Yes, I know we don't. Giving us it out.
Oh, look at the time. It's getting late. How far of a travel of a distance is it?
About a day to where he lairs.
Would one of your people lead us there?
Of course.
They wouldn't have to fight, but
I would go.
How about that Thorkir fella?
I'm sure whatever Chris's character's name was would also love to accompany us. Are you here, Chris? In this room?
Thurkir?
yeah, he's over there.
Thurkir. Oh yeah. I'm sure Thurkir would also come.
What do you say, folks? Want to kill us a crocodile?
It is the easy button
Yeah.
for reputation gain.
We don't have to continue relying on ridiculous charisma rolls. Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Zorg will
Yeah, I'm fine.
I will speak to the queen and get her permission and viewpoint on this, but I'm sure if you were to dispatch Thousand Teeth, you would prove that land dwellers are not soft, but are in fact real warriors.
Wow.
I keep rolling my eyes at that because I'm not a land dweller.
Right.
I'm
I'm
fighting for the honor of land dwellers, and I'm not. It's annoying.
I know. I sometimes forget that a little bit, but
He's looking at the guys like, these fucking guys.
Seriously.
right.
The scaleless ones.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Well-
yeah.
So,
Something doesn't smell
Oh,
like
actually,
fish.
I
I
have
think it's these
scales.
guys.
Sorry. I have scales. I have dragon scales.
oh yeah, that the sorcerer one. You have the natural armor as well.
Yep.
You know how? Yeah, we'll talk about that after. So with a quick dispatch to the Queen, he comes back and he says she is generally impressed by what she's heard so far. You have earned a modicum of trust. This is in Draconic, of course, because he wouldn't know that word in common. But she is most pleased with the suggestion of dispatching Thousand Teeth. So we will set out tonight, or this afternoon, after the meal and after some pleasantries and such. It is a day's travel, but we will have to camp out overnight. And because of that, I am going to pause it here so that I can, roll for some random encounters for the trip there, or the potential therein, and get some new battle maps.
Nice.
So we'll stop right here.
Nice.
But that was pretty good.
Went swimmingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally would think I'm a cheater if it wasn't for the fact that this is all above board here.
Yeah, seriously, those rolls are ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what's going on tonight.
Oh, it's good. It's good. This is weird because it reminds me of like playing WoW with earning reputations, because that's literally what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you get here, there's like, how many lizard folk have they killed? How many do the children follow them there? Have they killed any lizard folk children? Do they give the queen a gift? There's all these different things that set your starting rep, and then your actions throughout the place can affect it as well. And then I gave a bonus because you gave them the weapons back in that last adventure, so that gives it a kick in the right direction. So, I mean, they give you this whole big labyrinth to explore, but there's not really any combat unless you come in weapon swinging.
So
Yeah,
what I'm hearing is
funny
that
is I pulled it out of my ass that we're here for a diplomatic thing, because I'm like, oh crap, we can't tell them we're here to spy on them.
Actually going to share some of these handouts.
Yeah, you do kind of look like you're going to lose your kilt, man.
The funny
You
thing
look
is,
like
some
you're
of
going to lose
these
a kilt.
artwork from the adventure. make you
some
think
Monday I'll wear my kilt and I'll tear it off.
I see. That's what we're seeing when we're in there talking, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, but I think that this whole tonight especially proved not only was Nate wrong, but just how fucking deeply wrong he was.
So wrong. The most wrong.
So very
It's
wrong.
almost for the best that he had to walk away for the level of wrongness that he would have experienced tonight.
Maybe him going back to the ship sick is the greatest thing that ever happened to this party.
Yep. Way better. That's way more of a gift than the
poor
platinum we found.
It saved our life, basically.
Yep.
He's like got his hand on his sword, like, no, must kill these skeletons.
Well, you don't know what happened to him. He got led back to the ship with those two lizard folk.
Yeah,
Oh, he could sink the whole thing for us.
They haven't turned up
he
yet.
killed them shortly after parting company with us.
Oh, they end up killing him because he's sick, and then they're like, sorry, but
Oh, he was faking sick so he could kill them.
Oh. Wow, Nate, you do not look impressed. That was a good game, guys.
That was good. That was fun.
Yep.
We didn't level or anything, right?
No.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Nope. When you finish this adventure, you'll level.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed the handouts, but they always have the original artwork for the original release of the module.
That's cool.
Danger at Dunwater. Look at that old first edition module.
Amanda, if you ever listen to this, thank you. Thank you for buying this.
Oh no, I bought this.
Oh, I thought she bought this one.
No, this one was in a 2-pack. It was actually a 3-pack, I guess. It was the Saltmarsh book. It was the Tales from the Yawning Portal, and it was a bunch of pre-made battle maps with fights in them. The tactical map pack, or whatever it's called. So it was at a discount if you bought them separately, but it was still pretty expensive. But it was like 14 adventures. So this is where Tome of Horrors came from. Temple of Temoacon was from that other book. So
Thank
it was a
you,
lot
then,
of
I
little
guess.
adventures. Oh, don't worry about it. This one I wanted, because I wanted Saltmarsh for the rules and water stuff anyway. And then all these other adventures were a bonus. So, all right. Well, that was fun. Those frogs were not nearly as tough as I thought they would be. That's why I was, even if Chris hadn't made a lizard folk, I was going to give you 2 lizard folk to help with the fight. Because it was 3 waves of frogmen.
Yeah, but luckily Chris came.
My leaf blower spell was useful. I'm gonna not forget I have that spell.
But it was also perfect that when I said to Chris, I'm like, hey, if you want to join in, you can either make a lizard folk and join now, or you can make anything else and join when it becomes a good opportunity for it, which could be a little while. And he's like, I like lizard folk. Yes. Do they have shamans? Really well, actually, the lizard folk shamans are druids, so yes, they do. Perfect.
Just perfect.
Yeah.
Actually, lizard folk are really good for a druid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the whole swamp thing. Half this book takes place in the swampy areas around Saltmarsh.
Yeah.
When I was you guys were working on his character, I was talking to them going, oh, I wonder if I should do a divine soul or something, because we're going to be down a healer, so this works pretty well.
Yeah.
And that means I can still be secondary healer, which is much better. I don't want to have to be responsible for all that.
Right. You run out of spells a lot faster.
Yeah, they don't last too long, that's for sure.
Well, also as a swamp druid, he gets Melf's acid arrow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Pretty good spell.
Yeah.
And Thurkir does not have to distrust Silvermane because he did see that he did the coins, and he got them back. So that worked out really well.
Yeah, we actually
I thought I was screwed.
Yeah. All right. That was cool. Now I gotta get some food.